This is part one of What If Deku Had a Portal Quirk. Now, enjoy. Deku will go through his early childhood looking up to All Might and wanting a quirk that would make him a strong hero. But unfortunately, all of his classmates seem to be awakening their quirks except for him. This would cause him to be bullied like he was in canon. Deku always wished that he could go anywhere he wants in an instant, somewhere far away to escape the bullying. His mom would be his only comfort he had in life. Deku would be so confused. His parents both have quirks. Why doesn't he have one? It's not fair. It's just not fair. Deku's mom, Inko, would decide to take him to the quirk doctor one day to see if Deku even had a quirk to begin with. And it's confirmed. Deku does indeed have a quirk. Although the doctors can't tell what it is, and it seems that Deku will be a late bloomer when it comes to unlocking this quirk. Knowing he has a quirk is reassuring to Deku, so he will go on living life normally, although he would try awkward and weird methods to awaken his quirk, but nothing seems to be working. Cut. Until one fateful day. The day when the sludge villain is trying to murder Kachan. Deku is on the spot. Does he save Kachan or not? No other hero seems to be doing it, but he can't move. It's like he is paralyzed by fear. But he has to, Deku thinks to himself. All of a sudden, Deku would rush towards Kachan, and all of a sudden, Deku creates a portal, bringing him straight to Kachan. Deku tries to save Kachan and gives it everything he has, but nothing is working. This is all futile. This is when All Might comes into play and saves both of them like he did in canon. Now, we're going to cut a little while after this. The day Deku would be walking home, that day he would be walking home, really excited. He finally unlocked his quirk, but then all of a sudden he sees All Might. And All Might thanks Midoriya for giving him the courage to be a hero and offers Deku to become the vessel for One For All. He will explain to Deku how the quirk works and things of that nature. Of course, Deku would accept this, and this would lead to the training arc before he gets into UA. Deku would be going home thinking to himself, he has a chance to become a hero now. Something he always wanted to do. Now, he will do the same training he did in canon, cleaning the beach, but this time, All Might wants him to use his portal quirk to do it, as well as his physical strength. If All Might is hearing Deku clearly, he just awoken his portal quirk, so he needs to exercise it. It's like any other muscle. He needs to work it out for it to become stronger. So with his quirk, he finds out he can only create a maximum of 4 portals at a time. And they're all linked to each other. He can control what object goes in or out of the portals. He chooses out of the 4 if all portals are present. So basically, if you didn't understand that, he can create 4 portals and they're all linked to each other. And let's say an object goes into one portal. He can control which out of the other 3 portals that it will come out of. And he can only create a portal a certain distance away from him, but it's not like it's a short distance. It's a good distance. And he doesn't necessarily have to look where he wants the portal to be at. All Might would tell Midoriya that his quirk will get stronger over time. Deku would clean up the beach earlier than he did in canon and get One For All pretty early, allowing All Might to kind of train him, but they would quickly find out that One For All is more destructive towards Deku than helpful. So they were getting nowhere at all with the training. So at this time, they maybe have 1 month before the UA entrance exams happen. So All Might will decide to just teach Deku some basic combat training, since One For All is more destructive towards Deku than helpful. So it's useless training that right now, at least right now. Now, eventually the UA entrance exams will take place. Deku would still bump into Uraraka like in canon, and would make conversation with it. And in the end, she'll wish him good luck before the practical exams begin. Now, this is a quick side note. The written exams was easy for Deku, and it's a W for him. This time around, Deku will start getting a lot of points. And to do this, he would simply create a portal underneath the robots that he is targeting, and then one in the sky, letting the robots fall to their doom. Basically, they would just break as soon as they hit the ground. If Deku put the portal a right distance above. So Deku would be able to do this with about three robots at a time at a consistent rate. This would land him a lot of points. Eventually, it would be time for him to leave, but a giant 0 pointer robot would appear. The only problem is that he sees a girl, and it seems to be the girl that he was talking to earlier, stuck under a piece of debris. The clock is ticking though. Deku thinks to himself, does he let her get hurt or does he run away just so he can pass some stupid exam? Deku thinks to himself, that's not what a hero would do. Deku stops thinking. He just needs to stop thinking. He creates a portal underneath Uraraka, teleporting her to him. Deku will hold her in his arms and then use a portal network to get him like up in the air. So he would teleport himself using the portals into the air, and then he would proceed to make a series of portals while he's in the air that would eventually lead him to where they would need to be, making sure that they both pass the exams before the time runs out. So Uraraka would thank Deku after he saves her. She would be blushing a little since right now Deku was kind of holding her like she's a princess. Deku would notice this and get a little flustered, putting her down, and told her that it was no big deal. Now, a few days later, Deku would of course get a letter saying that he was accepted into UA, and he also finds out that he had the most points. He had the most points. And this is because, well, he had a lot of points to begin with from the method he was using of destroying the robots with his portals, but the hero points is really what got him in first place. All Might would congratulate Deku. Deku would think to himself that this is a new chapter in his life, and he's ready for whatever challenge he has to face. It's his time to shine. He's not gonna let go of this opportunity. He wanted to be a hero for so long, and he knows that maybe there are some people out there that don't have quirks that want to be heroes, but they can't do it. So he can't let this opportunity go to waste. So this is the end of part 1. Part 2 will be coming soon, and let me know if you guys like this. What if? Well, if you don't like it, I'm still going to do it regardless, but still, let me know if you like it. So, I hope you enjoy. Goodbye.